Hi, I'm Steve Nicholson. I'm the recently appointed CEO of Kingdom Youth Services. I thought I would just take a few minutes of your time just to kind of give you a bit of a backstory on me and how I've come to be where I am, so that it kind of gives people a bit of an idea about me and my journey up to Kingdom Youth Services. So I left school at 16, and at that point I was keen to join the forces, so I went and joined the Royal Navy. I spent 22 years in the Royal Navy, ended up coming out due to an injury that kind of stopped my career in my track. So at that point I had no idea what I wanted to do. I had an injury that would stop me from doing certain things, i.e. the police force or fire brigade or something like that. So at the time, my sister-in-law, as it happened, worked for a care organisation, and she kind of said to me, why don't you try and do some care work just as a stopgap until you decide what you want to do. So I thought, well, I need to earn money, I need to pay the bills, so I went and became a support worker. And this was back in 1999. I didn't really have a clue what I was getting myself into. I just thought it was about going in and just taking kids out on activities and having a good time. But once I got into the job and started to have a better understanding of what the needs of young people was, I felt that I had something that I could give back and offer. I had two young boys of my own, so I was dealing with day-to-day issues around teenagers and so forth. So I kind of had a natural flair with working with young people and quite quickly progressed through the ranks, if you like. I became a senior, I became a deputy manager, a house manager, and then in 2004 I wanted to progress my career further, and so I went away and became a social worker. So I qualified as a social worker, went to a local authority for a short space of time, but didn't really like the way I was working. I felt that I was taken away from working directly with young people. So I came back into the private sector, and since then I have had several operational jobs within different organisations, as a senior operations manager, as a head of care, but my passion has always kind of been to try and work hands-on with young people, and I kind of thought the way I can do that is by importing my knowledge with working with young people to my staff, and to make sure that my staff were adequately trained and supervised and had the tools to do the job that I was doing, but to a high standard. So I've joined Kingdom Youth Services as the CEO. My vision going forward is to make us the best care provider out there. That's going to take some work, it's going to take some investment, but I feel that the owners of the organisation are very much focused on wanting to make a difference to young people, which supports what I want to do. So going forward, as I say, we want to be the best provider out there to make sure that we can give all our young people the best chances for the future, and to see them grow and be the individuals or the adults we want to be.